Welcome back to the Always Laugh podcast. My name's Austin Lane.
My name is AJ.
I'm Walker, and listen, I plan to be even more insufferable this season. I continue, to shamelessly steal stuff from Reddit, passing it off as my own opinions, But I refuse to give up my sources because true journalists have integrity.
I respect that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's frickin' Season 2, Episode 1. We're in the new location. It's frickin' fire, dude.
We're in the stew.
We're in the new studio.
It's not finalized. We did have to kind of put this together. Austin put this together, so shout out to Austin. But yeah, this is a new look at the stew.
Yeah, we've been working on it. Hope you guys like it. But so we're gonna have a couple little new things. It's new season, new vibes, new layout, a little bit. Nothing crazy. Still gonna be the same old us. But
Austin now has a notebook in front of him at all times.
I'm prepared for anything.
He's rebranding as an intellectual.
I'm prepared for the worst. I'm prepared for the best. But yeah, we're gonna have themes. We're gonna have a theme for every podcast, and the theme is just gonna be like an overall theme. We're not gonna stick to it too heavily, We're gonna try to touch back to it here and there throughout. But today's theme is what was it, Walker? I forgot.
Today's theme was
core memories. That's right.
What it was.
Yeah.
In the spirit of Inside Out.
Oh yeah, whatever that means.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Man, I was in my backyard one time, and I saw these two dogs from like half a mile away just charging at us. And it was like me and my two little sisters. I was probably like 7 at the time. And I started freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh, fuck, there's dogs. So I like threw one of my sisters into a tree that we climbed, and she scampered up. And then I took my other sister to the tree house. She started climbing up, and I started climbing up, and like the dogs were like running into our yard at that time. And my hand slipped, and I fell 4 feet, just like straight on my back. The dogs ran up, and it was literally our neighbors, black labs. I had freaked out, I had Rottweilers running in my neighborhood, and it was my neighbor's dogs.
You turned into Superman.
Yeah, Superman. If Superman fell straight on his ass and almost bit his tongue off. That's a classic Superman behavior.
But it's cute. You tried to save your sister's lives.
Yeah, right.
From nothing.
Certified good guy over here.
It's a fucking lab.
I wanted to actually, really, if I think about it, I wanted to save them from getting any love and take it all for myself. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I need all this stuff.
I'm done, dude.
Selfish.
I can see where that would be.
So you're from what you took away from that was you're selfish.
Yes.
You're a selfish man.
I have another story very similar to that.
Yeah.
This is a big factor in my life. This
let's
really
get into it then.
shaped how I turned out. When I was in elementary school, it was maybe 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
The lunch line, you go through it, and they had these little stadium serving dishes, the little paper joints. of chicken.
Wait, what?
The little paper.
He said the
dishes.
paper joints.
Yeah, that's my brand now.
Oh,
I have Doc Martens, and I say
AJ.
joints. Yeah.
You should have said Johns. Would have been more.
Them John.
The paper Johns. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. No, season 2, I've gone full jive turkey.
So you have the paper joints?
Yeah, no. The paper serving things had chicken nuggets in them, and each one had 4 chicken nuggets. And I was hungry one day, so I just took one chicken nugget from another thing, went and checked out and everything, sat down. The lunch lady straight up stopped everything in the cafeteria, and she was like, "Who stole a chicken nugget?" And she was holding up the paper dish, and I swear to God, I sat there and my face just instantly turned bright red. And she just stopped everything. She was looking around. She started pulling in the last 10 people to check out.
So did you get caught, or did you make it out of there?
Did they frisk you?
No, to be honest, I was a coward. They called me in, and I folded and blamed my friend Cody. And Cody was a bad kid who had been suspended before, and he got blamed for it.
That is fucked up, Walker.
But so that's why I can't do anything bad, because I immediately feel like I took one chicken nugget one time and she shut down the whole operation.
That's
and
why you
started
can't
interviewing people to find me. People are watching me. I can't. That's why I can't steal, bro.
It's something about.
They're coming.
I've tried to
Somebody's
get Walker to
watching
steal.
me.
He just won't do it. Not even because I'm into stealing, just because I want to see him do
Yeah.
it. Because he
You know,
won't do it.
Austin just like pulls out these full shopping carts from like Target and shit. And he's like, bro, come on, just run one out with me. I'm like, listen, dude, I'm sorry. I have a moral code and I gotta stick to it.
Bro, just keep walking. Don't look.
Don't look
Don't
back.
fucking look.
We forgot it at the bottom, dude. Remember.
No, stealing is bad. Don't be a thief, Walker. I'm glad that you learned that in
Oh
your
my
early.
god, did you get the locking shopping carts, dude? We're not gonna be able to get this stuff out of here.
Oh, fuck.
All right, let's just roll right into segment 1. And this
All right,
is
well,
trivia.
Hold
Shit.
on, dude. I was waiting over here. I
Oh,
got
sorry.
Dude, it's all about structure this time around. That's kind of where we're tapping into this season. Structure.
Yeah, we
Sorry, I just tried to bulldoze my way right
You did,
through.
and you got stopped in your tracks.
We want it to be a little bit
Thank you.
structured, but flow well for you guys. You're not even gonna know there's structure because there's so much damn structure.
Yeah.
fucking just the word structure gets me fucking antsy, because I think of Connor fucking Doble structuring fucking construction. But look,
Yeah.
construction.
Same, bro.
That's just one and the same.
All right, look. So I was thinking like the fucking thing was core memories, and I don't know why I had a fucking core memory that just popped. I didn't have nothing until about 5 minutes ago when I just heard your fucking story of you getting chased by a fucking dog. And I don't know why this has nothing to do with dogs, but when I was a kid, I was an only. I'm still am an only child. I was an only child as a kid, and I had a trampoline, and my neighbors lived like a mile away. My neighbors would come over, and we would do this thing on the trampoline called butt wars, right?
I've seen things like this on the internet,
Butt
and
wars.
I don't think you should talk about it.
Have you guys heard of butt wars?
I've never. I had a trampoline in my backyard as a kid. I've never heard of butt wars.
We didn't really get down like that as kids. That must have been your generation thing.
So look,
I had one special friend like that, but
So living out in the country as a poor kid with friends that lived a mile away that would come over every now and then, we were just boys being boys. We do this thing called butt wars where we'd all jump on the trampoline, right? It'd be like three people max, maybe two or three. 3 people would get on the trampoline. We'd all jump like really fucking high, and we would just launch we'd go up in the air and just get up into a ball and like kind of turn our back so we're like our butt, we'd try to slam into each other as hard as we could in the air, like butt first, like back and butt first, like in a ball in the air, dude. And it was like whoever just could take the most pain like won, or whoever got like launched off the trampoline,
whose ever ass could take the most punishment
right
won.
right so whoever's
And
So-
you were like gold medal, right?
it was my trampoline,
The
I had to
best.
win.
He's like, I have an ass of steel. This thing is capable of anything.
Walker has Gorilla Tape. It's not working. Hold
Nah,
this
it's
thing
Gucci,
down.
man.
Dude, move it. You're
This is
good.
natural, bro.
You're good.
Let him do it.
But
man.
yeah, dude, that just I just unlocked a fucking core memory of playing butt wars on the trampoline.
Just ass blasting
Um,
kids in your
Oh,
neighborhood.
dude, used to wake up so sore the next day from butt wars.
What happened to my ass?
That's how it was. Oh man, it used to be.
Dude,
And then like
he's
my
going
God.
to. He's going to.
Peter really tore me up last night.
He's going to. He's going to school. And teachers are like, "Why can't you sit down right? Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
But
we need to
we're
tell
sorry.
somebody."
I'm sorry. Me and the boys really went after it last night.
No, and then I was, or I didn't win all the time, but when I won, I would do a backflip off the trampoline, which is like some elite shit. And I could only imagine doing that now, dude. I'd be scared to even just jump off, like jumping real high on a trampoline and then jumping off that same height. I'd be so scared, let alone doing a dang backflip off that thing.
Oh yeah, those knees would turn to dust.
Sad.
You'd blow everything out again.
Oh, fuck. What's your core memory, Austin? I know you had a pretty wild childhood.
We're going to keep it light. A lot of my core memories, I was realizing today because I did some thoughts. I did some thinking on my core memories as a youngster. And a lot of them made me kind of sad. So I decided that I wasn't going to dive too deep into that. I wasn't ready to really unlock those real core memories, you know. But I do have a memory.
Tell him when he went viral the first time on YouTube. As a kid.
As a kid.
Your first knockout.
No.
It's a fire vid.
It is a fire vid. We'll get there eventually. Someday. I'm not ready for that.
It's public. Or no, is it private?
No, it's public, buddy. All right. Anyway, so
Dude,
one
9/11. Never forget.
my grandmother worked at this school, this special needs school, and that's just important because they had these massive like tricycles, like tricycle, you know, but they're like the big ones, like.
You said she was your teacher?
They
Shut
had
up.
like. Yeah, this was your school.
No, we used to go to the school because we
Every
were
day to enroll, you know, to go
No,
to school, to
damn
go
it.
to class.
Anyway,
So it was like a big wheel. It was like the big wheel. It's got like the two little wheels in the back.
wrong. They're all the same size. It's a massive tricycle.
Really?
Just like a bicycle-sized tricycle. Yeah, one in the front, two in the back, big basket, whatever. So she would take us there because we were younger and we could ride bikes in the hallways at a school. Like, it was sick.
Could you not balance
So-
when you were younger?
No, I was pretty stupid as a kid. So, well, the real problem was I think it was my sister in the front basket of this massive tricycle. I'm flying. The school was like
You
in
gotta go to class with your sister.
Shut up, Walker. So
That's weird.
Why is that weird?
You got two sisters. All right, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just waiting on you guys to shut the hell up. So we were riding in this big circle around this school, and I'm flying around the corners. So it was like there were still like corners, but it was circle shaped. So like we're flying around the corner. Lexi's in the basket. We take a corner too sharp, and there's a drinking fountain on the wall, and I smoke this drinking fountain, rip it off the wall completely, completely rip the fountain off the wall. The frickin' water starts spraying out of the wall like I don't even it was like a pressure washer. Like it was blasting out of the wall. And yeah, it flooded the entire hallway. There was about 2 inches of water in like almost the entire school. And classrooms were flooded.
Dude, that's so scary.
I was freaking out. I was trying to shove my finger in the hole where the water was coming out of. Like, I was crying. I'm like, Grandma, I'm so sorry. It's a weekend. She has to call maintenance to, like, come in and turn off the water. So, yeah, I'm getting anxiety just thinking about it. But
Dude, I think
it was a scary memory.
if you don't automatically try to if you poke if there's water spewing out of a hole, and if you don't try to plug it with your finger just for the quick second, even though you know you're not gonna do fucking shit, but I think that's everyone's first reaction.
Yeah, there was no chance. I would, dude. I was trying to put my finger in the hole. I took my hoodie off. I was wrapping my hoodie around the hole, because it was like a little hose sticking out. I was wrapping.
You were industrious.
I was trying my best. I was doing anything to turn it off.
Put a tourniquet on it.
I grabbed trash can out of a room and started filling up trash cans and dumping them outside. I was freaking out, dude.
Well, so how long were you alone facing this?
I would
30
say
seconds.
No, I mean probably like a solid 2 minutes, or no, maybe a solid minute and a half. While Zach and
Just
Lexi,
pure panic.
a pure panic. I'm like, go get Grandma now! They're running to go find her. Oh, it was terrible. So that was a core memory.
She was like, "Listen, do not let students in on the weekends." Dude, that actually reminds me. I was in kindergarten and I was trying to impress this girl, so I did this thing where I jumped jumped up on a chair and jumped down. And
Sounds super sick, bro.
It was. She was so she looked at me. It was pretty cool. Anyways, the assistant teacher was this creepy guy who had a mustache. He ended up living in my neighborhood. He brought me over to the back of the classroom and busted my balls about this for 2 hours. Halfway through it, I was like, I don't even remember what his name was. I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And he was like, are you going to use the bathroom or are you going in there to cry? And I was like, oh, I'm just going to use the bathroom. And I went in there and just fucking like silently sobbed my fucking eyes out. Came back out. He was like, why did you think it was okay? That's not all. He walked me out of the school to my mom, and he like tattled on me to my mom about jumping on the chair. She was like, what the fuck is, like, I don't know what she did. I hope she stood up for me.
I know we want to get to this trivia segment, but I just had a legit core memory that has to be talked about.
Yes, dude. This
So-
is our therapy.
Oh my god.
This is no longer season 2 of the pod. This is season 1 of getting better.
It's
Getting
like
healthy.
a 2 part story, but I'm
I
gonna
like
try
that.
to
I like
run
that.
through it. So plain and simple, I was in 5th grade sitting at a table. There was like 4 people at the table, 2 on that side, 2 on this side, facing each other. There was a girl sitting next to me and a guy sitting across from me. The guy and I are writing in a notebook and passing notes back and forth. We're like, she's mine. And he's like, no, she's mine. Fuck you. Like cussing each other out like bad. And like the girl's just sitting there the whole time knowing exactly what we're talking about. And she's like, well, I guess we'll see who wins. The teacher is like, what are you guys doing back there? So she comes up and she's like, let me see the notebook. And I'm like, mm-mm. She's like, let me see it now. So she reads all this terrible, imagine a 5th grader writing to another 5th grader. It was,
You just learned how to curse.
we barely even knew what we were saying, but we were
It's like,
saying,
you shit ass fuck bitch.
yeah, it was bad. So we did that. I got written up, had to go home. It was a Friday when I had to go home and get this paper signed with a printout of what all the stuff on the notebook said. I waited till Monday morning to get it signed.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was pissed. I was grounded for like 2 weeks. I like never got grounded. I was grounded. So that all happened. I go back to school the next day. I was a bad kid, I guess, looking back on things. We go to like reading time. We'd go to our reading groups. My best friend, he was in my reading group, so obviously we're doing some dumb shit. Things are gonna happen. So I take Elmer's glue, like the liquid. I take his hand, cause you guys ever do that thing where you put like glue on your hand and peel it off?
Oh my god.
So we were doing that, but I was like, give me your hand. I squirted the entire bottle of glue. I was such an asshole.
Dude.
I'm sorry, buddy, that I did this to you. I'm really sorry because he cried, I think. I put the entire bottle in his hand and put his hand in his pocket, like forced him to put his hand in his pocket. And the teacher was like, what are you guys doing? And he starts crying and snitches on me, as he probably should have, because I was being a dick. And like the teacher is like, Austin, come here, you're getting written up. And I was like, oh, I cannot get written up back to back, like on Friday and on Monday. That's terrible. So she's like, I start crying and she's like, go out in the hall now. So like we go out in the hall, and she was like friends with my grandma that worked at that school, because her daughter actually went to that school. And she was like, give me one good reason that I shouldn't write you up right now. And I was like, because my dad will beat my ass. Like, please don't. It's like, please don't. She was like, all right, like I'll let you get away with it this time, but any more shit and you're done. Like, you're cooked. And I was like, okay, I will be good. And I was really good after that.
That's good, dude.
Works me up.
I bet.
It's great. I did
Dude,
tell her, I was like, my dad will beat me.
dropping that on you, and it's like, oh, well, I can't.
I mean, he wouldn't have he really wouldn't have beat my ass. He might have like smacked me or spanked me or some weird shit, but.
Spanking.
Dude.
All right, Walker, hit us with some trivia, buddy. Let's see what you got.
I'm sorry, man. But it's you
I brought
fucking-
that on myself for sure.
I'm sure you are a fucking dick.
Duh, dude, I was a terrible kid.
You have peer
Welcome to the Always Laughed trivia show.
You peer pressure people now.
Now, I don't really know what constitutes a trivia question about core memories, because that's a very personal question, but I did my best here.
All right.
Really, I just reference pop culture from our younger years.
Oh, yeah.
First question. AJ, you're going to answer first.
All right.
Whoever gets the question right has to answer first.
Okay.
In 2004, who famously had their breast exposed by Justin Timberlake at the Super Bowl?
Janet Jackson.
Beyonce?
AJ's correct.
Let's go. That's
I-
my
I-
era, baby.
I probably wouldn't have gotten
That's
that
my
right,
era,
but I had to
youngin.
say somebody different.
Boy, never seen a titty pop out on live TV.
Was it
Fuck are you
fire?
talking
Was it
about?
cool or what? That's inappropriate.
I
Don't
think I
answer
missed
that.
it. I didn't see it live.
Damn.
I saw the rerun.
In the uber popular show, Phil of the Future,
Oh hell yeah! This is my era, baby. Let's
what
get it.
century did they come from?
Oh shit.
Can we get a repeat of the question, please?
In the uber popular show, Phil of the Future, what century did they come from? Phil and his family. AJ?
Yeah, you answer first.
It's fucking Narnia.
That's yes. Okay.
It was either that or the 21st century. I know it ain't the 21st fucking century. So
I cannot remember. I'm
It's
going.
in the song, dude.
I know, and I can't. I'm trying to.
You,
can't
dude, you
fucking do
gotta. The timer's running.
Okay. Okay.
I don't even know
I'm
the
going.
show.
I'm going 2090. What is it?
That's pretty close. It's the 22nd century.
How does the song go?
The
Can you
fuck?
give us a little jingle?
In the 22nd century. I don't know. It's something like that.
Are you sure
know
that's not the
jingle.
big
I've
Bang
never
Theory?
heard of that shit.
I hope not. I hate that show.
We know how Walker feels about that shit.
All right. Well, okay.
In Mean Girls, what were the popular girls known as?
Kenzie is gonna kill me. She's only played this movie 100 times.
I don't know.
Lindsay Lohan had a special name for them, or they were known as something around the school. What was it?
This one's not unlocking any core for me.
The Bratz dolls,
To Bratz dolls.
That's pretty close.
The
pretty bitches.
This was like a children's movie.
the bad bitches. The sexy sluts.
The high school sluts.
Sexy red.
Dude, come on.
The Mean Girls, dude. That was their name. No, the fuck, I don't know.
The Plastics.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Plastics.
The Plastics?
That is
It's
funny.
fire.
That is funny.
That's ridiculous.
All right. Which emotion best represents you from Inside Out?
What?
This is the fourth and final question.
What does that question mean?
This is a personal question.
he's
Which
asking
emotion? Have you ever seen Inside Out?
No.
Inside Out is a let me give you a brief background. Inside Out is a popular Disney movie trying
Yes.
to teach kids about emotions, and basically people are run by like these 5 or 6 emotions. It's like anger, sadness, blah 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 blah, happiness, all that stuff. Which one of those emotions represents you the most?
So like there's no right and wrong,
Yeah.
right?
Well, there is a right and wrong. I have the right answers.
Oh, for each of us.
yes,
So you have the answer. So this is like you're the judge of whether or not we're right or wrong.
yes. AJ.
So what emotion? What emotion?
It's only out of them 5, or I can go rogue with it.
Yeah, it's only out of those 5.
Can you say the emotions one more time?
Well, no, you can go rogue.
Oh, okay.
I can't say the
Oh,
emotions.
is
I have
that-
no idea.
Oh, okay.
We'll say anxiety, happiness, sadness, anger, hope, and I think there's one more, like melancholy.
All right. I have no idea what you would say for me.
Winging it.
All right.
That's my emotion. That's
What'd
my
you have for
emotion.
AJ?
We're
Winging
gonna
it.
go. Well, you'll both have to answer.
Oh. Well, should he guess
AJ's
for?
winging it. Okay. What's the closest one to that?
Should we both guess for each other?
No, just for yourselves.
okay.
Yeah. This is an introspection time.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, my fault. We are doing a little therapy session. I forgot.
Exactly.
I feel like there are a couple that you could say for me, and I don't know which one you have written down.
Well, let's hear it.
I'm just going to go with one that has been prevalent in my lifetime and say anger.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you were both wrong.
God damn it.
I knew you were going to say anger.
I feel like I
So-
know what the answer is, maybe.
So
Sad.
the emotions I feel that represent you best. AJ, it's cowardice.
Fuck.
Austin,
Jesus.
it's alcoholism.
Oh, I didn't know that
Those
was.
are two
I-
emotions that are not featured in the film, but I think they got cut in the writer's room. I know what their intention was.
Damn it, Walker! You
Coward,
played. You
man.
played me.
I played you guys. I got
I'm
you
a
guys
freaking
really good.
coward.
I fucking got you guys.
I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, bro, you've been fucking dodging our boxing match, bitch.
I've been weaning. Well, and
You're the one who canceled at first.
Really?
he canceled it.
Really? Motherfucker's been out of town for fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah, bro, I was handling business.
I can't believe you played me like that.
I'm sorry, dude.
Shut
it was
up, you
worth
drunk.
it,
I've been working on my.
Shut up, you drunk.
I've been working on my drink.
As he just cracked a fucking
You
course.
forced me.
though. Dude, lean into it, commit.
All right, f this BS.
Man.
I'm
We're
sad.
going.
I
We're
know,
going
yeah.
straight into freaking hot take, baby. You guys, what do you guys got? Some hot takes? Mine
I've got a pretty,
Mine actually kind of does relate to my core memories, and I don't think I like the reason that my hot take is what it is, but I think it is the reason that it is what it is.
All right, let's do you second. Let's do the smartest guy in the room, AJ first.
Fuck yeah.
All right,
hear your
smarty
hot
pants.
take,
What's your
baby.
hot take?
My
He makes the most money. He bosses around the most people.
He is big shit these days.
He moves the most product of all kinds, baby. Hit him up.
my hot take is it does actually relate to like kind of some childhood stuff, but lately it's been very relevant in my life. It's really pissing me off, and I know my mom is probably gonna watch this, so I've said this out loud before to her, and I just freaking hate it. My hot take is, so I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this. So like, when you're a kid,
Make it clippable.
when you're a kid,
Because really, that's all the podcast
That's all
is
we
about.
care about.
so,
Say a cool ass word in the beginning right now.
when you're a kid and your parents save all your stuff, I'm talking about like every test. Like, do your guys' parents save that? Like, do you
No.
have boxes filled? Well, you moved 1,000 times.
Yeah, I've
as a
moved
kid.
way too many times.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
she's still got like artwork from like preschool.
That's what I'm
Shit.
saying. If you were lucky enough to live in a household, or most households that stayed in the same spot, didn't really have moving around, or like didn't have some crazy house fire, or like didn't really have
Calm down there, Hulk.
like moving house to house to house and shit just gets lost. And if you just stayed in the same, your parents probably saved every assignment, every coloring book, every picture, everything, right? They saved it in these boxes, right? Well, now,
Especially if your parents a hoarder.
yep.
Or if they loved you.
Yeah.
Imagine.
So now that I'm older, right? I'm older. I live on my own. I have my own life, my own family, right? And my mom's like, hey, I need to make room, or not necessarily. I need to make room. I want to send you all your stuff. And I'm like, I don't want it.
You kept that. I didn't.
I
want it.
don't want that. But like, so she sends it, and I'm like, okay, I can't. I can throw it away, but I feel like shit because she's held on to it for 29 years.
Is it all paper products?
It's everything from like,
I'm going to the recycling center soon. You can just drop
dude,
it off.
there's
at my
like
house.
30 trophies. There's every paper I've ever did. There's everything. There's literally there's
Dude, actually,
everything.
Dude, I'm gonna make this a product.
I got letters.
I'm gonna create a bot version of you using all of your school time materials.
Dude, I got letters from my dad from the penitentiary. Talking
Damn.
about yeah,
That's wild.
That is wild.
yeah. Talking about he was
Have you read them recently?
Yeah, they're fucking wild.
That
They're,
is
they're just like
crazy.
like I don't. It was fucking
Ramblings.
No, it was just like jail talk.
Did
Just
he say
like-
he loved you?
Of course. I mean, any dad that wants to see their son after that's not with the baby mama is gonna be like, yeah, tell him I love him. Like I want to
That's
see.
that's wild.
But
That's what he said in the letter. Yo, tell him I love him.
But so like, dude,
He
there's
couldn't
so
say it
much.
right up
There's
to you.
so much shit. So like, I'm at the point now where like I don't want. I don't want it. I don't have room for it. I got a baby coming. I don't got room for it. I don't want it. I can't send it back. I really want to throw it away. I don't want it. But like, you just like that's my hot take. Like, parents do not send your kid that shit. Like,
They don't want it. You
keep
kept
it.
that.
Keep it.
They didn't ask you to keep that shit. No, I mean,
Keep it.
No,
Just
I'm
wait
glad.
till your mom starts sending you shit and it's like, no, you need to keep it in your house. I don't want it
That
in
is
my
not
house.
an
No
There's
more.
probably-
Austin's mom type of
no,
move.
she might have like
Bullshit.
she
Check that attic, Lori.
she-
Pull that attic out.
She probably has like
Shit.
very, very specific things, but my mom's not like a holder on
Well,
her.
you also have. She has 3 kids. My mom had 1, so it's like
Yeah.
I was everything. Your mom,
And your
obviously,
mom has lived in the
isn't
same
gonna-
house. My mom moved 30 times.
We moved once and moved back.
My bad.
But anyways, that's my hot take. Do not. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not flexing my fucking skateboard trophy I got when I was 12.
I don't know. The prison letters are kind of sick though.
There's like 2.
He loved you
That
2
counts
times.
as letters, dude.
I mean, it's kind of cool though.
I got everything, dude. I got fucking jump rope for heart certificates. I got everything, dude. I don't want it.
All right, so
No, I'm
what?
just flexing. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm done with your shit. So, simple question: Are you a cat or a dog person?
Real quick.
No.
I.
Well, okay, fine, real quick, because you're gonna interrupt me in a second. So let's get it. What do you need?
Not.
What do you want?
I've got discipline.
You said I go second. my
AJ,
turn.
whenever we do a prompt like that, your answer is always so like niche and esoteric. Like 4 people get it. Whose like parents are sending them like boxes of like
I
their former
guarantee
tests?
there's so many kids. I'm 29 years old, right? I'm just about to have my first kid. I am getting married. Like eventually, like I'm becoming a real ass adult. And I guarantee I'm not the only one whose parents wants to send them their shit because they're like either running out of room or just they think you just need it because you like. This all started when she found out I was having a kid, so she's like, "Oh my god, flood him with all his kids' shit for like the baby, like
Yeah.
like."
I got you. I retract my whatever
Thank
my
you.
bullshit.
So fuck right off.
So I'd say personality wise, I'm probably a dog person.
Yeah. All right. So cat or dog person?
I guess dog.
Cat or dog person, AJ?
Both.
So you're a cat and a dog person.
No, you can't do that.
I like them
You
both.
gotta pick one.
I
or
like
the
them
other.
both.
It's cat or dog, not cat and dog.
No, he can do both.
Well, I'm doing both then if I can.
All right, you guys are both.
You
I'm
fuck
both.
with a cat.
That's perfect. So you're a cat and a dog person. You're a cat and a dog person.
I have both. I literally own both.
I'm neither. I think cats and dogs both kind of suck,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. And I am done living my life trying to convince myself that I need to be a pet person because I'm just not. I'm simply not. I love the ones that I love. I love my dog Lucy. That's my mom's dog. I loved our cat Smella before she passed away. I like Jack. He's alright. Molly's a dick, but she's cool. So yeah, I think cats and dogs both suck. They don't bring much to the table. They smell bad. You have to take care of them nonstop. They can't take care of themselves. Like I don't need to pet every dog I see. Like, I don't know. They just don't do it for me. And I can understand how they might do it for others. They bring that warm, fuzzy feeling. I just don't get it. I don't get that feeling.
They represent some deeper thing than yourself that scares you.
Potentially. I think it might actually go back to my core. My dad
Hit
was
us with
just
another one, Daddy.
My dad was just a piece of shit, like, to animals and, like, yeah,
Have you ever
kinda.
wanted to hurt animals?
No. Not like that.
Have you ever
You sure about that?
trapped
Very
animals in your backyard and
Well, yeah,
performed
didn't we all
experiments on them?
didn't we all do that?
Well, yeah, but
Have you ever
how many? How many animals?
Have you ever dissected a dead animal on the side of the road?
I poked it with a stick.
in a non-scientific context?
Poked it with a stick, that's it. But yeah, no, that's me. That's my hot take. I think cats and dogs both are mid. They're mid. They don't suck. They're just mid.
Dude, I have a blazing take that I just like thought of based off. Well, not really. I stole it from Reddit.
Walker's blazing takes.
Based on your thing.
All right. What's your blazing take that you stole from Reddit?
It is better for a dog to be put down than live in an apartment where the owner goes to work every day.
Oof. Oh God, that's gonna resonate with
Yeah, I could
some of our
agree with that.
viewers.
I could
Like, because that's just such a miserable life for the dog. They're trapped in a small space. Every time their owner leaves, they think they're abandoned for good. And that happens every single day. And what happens when their owner comes home? They get walked out to one singular patch of dead grass that all the other 40 dogs in the complex are pissing on.
So that's
It's
the big
depressing
difference.
as shit.
That's the big difference. It's not like
It's
the apartment
prison.
itself. It's that they don't have anywhere to go outside afterwards to like really just have their own space to run free.
They get yard time like in prison. Like
Yeah.
they
What if
have to
what if
go
the
out in
pet
yard.
owners are like really good and take them to like dog parks and like let them get wild?
But even then, like, that's like, what, 30% of the day, maybe.
Right.
That
So
dog,
what about
that dog lives in like a constant panic. I think I'm like, am I like squeaking my S's?
I don't know.
I sound like the old guy from Family
I
Guy.
think you're
Oh,
slurring your
shit.
words.
I am slurring.
Are you-
So pretty much, if you leave your dog, what if
anywhere.
they're crated?
So the
You know,
apartment's irrelevant.
If you
really.
leave your dog crated in an
I
apartment,
think it is a big. I think it's mostly
Fucked.
apartment houses. You know.
Wow, how's house different? This house is the size
Is
of an
that-
apartment.
No, it's not,
Yes, it is.
dude. I'm talking like
Bro, this house is like 1,200 square feet.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like a 1-bedroom living room
Oh.
apartment. You know,
Okay.
like
a studio apartment. They just let their dog shit on the patio. That pisses me off. That pisses me off when people just let their dog out on the turf little patio to shit and piss. I'm like,
dude, it's
bruh,
like so depressing. It's unbelievable.
you guys.
so
are
pretty much,
whack.
if you leave your dog at home, crated or not crated, you're a piece of shit. Your dog literally feels like it's in prison. It gets a little 15 minutes of yard time and then has to go right back. And is lucky if it is on good behavior, it might go to the dog park, which is literally like prison.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah,
good
dude,
in
that's
prison,
facts.
you can go get a little job. You can be
You
out.
can make
you know,
18 cents an hour, doing basically slave labor for the U.S. government. All right, I've got a whole new hot take that wasn't even in my notes,
Okay, hit us with it, buddy.
but I just forgot it.
Okay,
so
so
I'm gonna
don't
go
hit
to
us
my
with it,
notes.
buddy.
Okay. So, have you noticed that, like, I don't know, makeup's phasing out and outfits are phasing back in?
I have not noticed. I don't know much about the makeup scene, but I have noticed that people are very, very
Well,
worried
so
about fashion these days.
impressive take. I have some stuff to go on.
To
that.
do another way, have you noticed, like, restaurants are less about, these elegant dishes than they are about something visual, like pouring the milk over the chocolate and melting it.
Or like cooking next.
Like,
to
it's
you or
all
some
about making
shit.
a scene now.
Okay.
And that's because, like, Instagram is kind of phased out. Like, Instagram promoted these beautiful pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why makeup was so important. It was like a close-up image of someone's face,
Right.
a close-up image of a plate of food.
Phone eats first.
TikTok has pulled away from the face. It now shows the whole body. So now that's why outfits are becoming more important than, like, makeup. TikTok is video-based and not picture-based. That's why doing, like, a show at a restaurant is so much more impactful than just having,
How
like,
the
a
dish
good-looking dish.
That is, I've never thought that deeply
That's a
about that.
fire ass take, dude. 100%.
Yeah, I think that's like a
That might have been the
that's like
best shit you've ever
That's
said.
like a
dude.
cold take. That's a freezing cold take or something. I don't know what you would call it because like I feel like the way you described it, people should agree with that because it makes perfect sense.
Listen, I was in the TikTok mines,
You
I
don't
was
even get on
grinding it out.
TikTok.
Walker was in there
But for
deep.
months, dude. I would, like, it was unbelievable. I couldn't it was like heroin to me. I would sit on TikTok
Oh yeah.
for like
TikTok is heroin.
4 hours a day. Bro, I checked my screen time one time.
4 hours. That's it.
It was 9 hours, 7 of which were TikTok. And I would just, like, I would sit in the bathroom for like 3 hours on TikTok.
Buddy, I did 4 hours today on TikTok and worked 12 hours.
Yeah, but that's, well, yeah, but you're not sitting in your room and, like, you haven't taken a
What do you
shower
think
that
I'm about to
day
go home and
because
do?
all you can do is sit there and watch TikToks.
I'd be on it right now if I ain't called out.
AJ's mid pod just scrolling.
Shit's whack.
Scrolling.
Oh, AJ pisses me off. It really is a sick drug. It's bad. Like people that just like don't even know they're doing it. They're scrolling and like they're still responding to you like I'm like, what'd I just say? No idea.
No.
Hey, but
No
anyway,
idea.
anyways though, the whole makeup thing, like Kenzie used to watch like YouTube makeup people, and they ain't even on the screen no more for real. Like they're not even popping up
Like,
no more.
Yeah, you look at Instagram.
But the get readies with me's and shit, like the let's put some shit put some shit on with me and go to the gym, or like that type of like put
Right,
some
outfit of the day.
Yeah.
Dude,
that type of shit.
Instagram's like,
That's
and
shit.
you know, anecdotally, just like looking at, you know, girls' posts on Instagram. You know, like 5 years ago it was so much closer, and now it's like, you know, they're all doing like 0.5 image like pictures. You know, they've got their foot covering like half the camera. Like it's like so much like more of like the whole set instead of just the face.
I'm so far out of the game when it comes to the photography Instagram. Like
yeah. I was never
dude,
in that game. Like
the
I never
stuff
cared about
people
Instagram.
do to get these fire ass Instagram pictures and like shit that they post on their grid and shit, it's just unfucking real. And even the camera angles on videos are getting out of control. Like the average person cannot keep up with you fuckers. And I saw a video the other day that really resonated with me, or not with me, but it was just funny. I was like, yeah, he's right for sure. He was pretty much like, he was like, y'all bitches are not famous. Like, it is okay to be normal. He's like, because like you get on Instagram and
put it
all
out
you
there.
see is like someone with 10,000 followers thinking they got paparazzi waiting for them when they leave the fucking gym and shit. Like, he's like, it is fucking okay to be a normal person. Like, why does everyone think they're fucking celebrities? Like, on social media, like, as far as like the whole, like,
Dude, it's the
As
byproduct
we
of
post
like
clips
the
every week.
Western advance towards individualism. You know,
it's us.
Literally.
I was raised on I can do whatever I want,
Viral or
whatever I
bust.
set my mind to. The only limit that was really put on me was my dad told me you probably can't play in the NBA. Giving everything about our family history, it's unlikely. But he was like, you know, run for president.
That's fucked up
can
that your
do
dad
that.
said that to you.
Well, it's just like it enforces a belief that like we're all capable of these extraordinary things, and it's not true. I'm a very normal person that's only capable of like I don't know, barely above mediocre things, and I was led to believe I could be an astronaut.
And we'll get more into that next week, won't we, Walk?
Can I say my next hot take?
All right, make it. Yeah,
Has
come on,
multiple
let's
hot
get it.
takes.
Well, yeah, I just came up with that last one. So I also think there's been a rising tide of immaturity in our society. Like, and one discourse that really represents it is like the Margot Robbie is mid discourse. It's like that is such an insane, childish take that it's like not even worth giving. And like people are like legitimately parroting like Margot Robbie is mid.
I think Margot Robbie is mid.
And I
I
think
don't even know her, bro.
one of the
I don't.
It's
one
Barbie.
of the root causes for this is that we are living in a advanced state of adolescence now for longer.
I'm just kidding. I do not think Margot Robbie is mid.
Like because
I
we're
could care
exposed to
less.
these forms of media that are particularly like focused around young people and how young people like make content. Like TikTok, it's like stopping people's emotional development in like their teenage years. So now like stuff that I don't know, a 40-year-old used to care about, now 40-year-olds are like caring about their likes on TikTok.
So what is your hot take? I'm fucking lost as hell right now. What is your overall point? Margot Robbie is mid. Got it.
The rise in adolescence is due to social media and media in general being more like younger.
The rise in
person-focused.
adolescence.
Yeah, I think there's like a
What
rise
does
of
that mean?
adolescence. Like, you know, people are like less mature now.
The
because-
rise.
The rise in
Like
adolescence
the age of
behavior.
adolescence is older now. Is
I
that what
think
you're
so.
saying?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You got
Okay.
40, 50, 60-year-olds seeing damn near the same content we're seeing.
Right.
40, 56-year-olds arguing on MSN all day.
Dude, it's
and
fire.
I sit
MSN
there and
is
watch them.
sick.
And these people are insane.
Walker was looking through MSN comments one. We're not gonna get all into that, but those comments are crazy.
I was like, I can't read these on the pod.
Let's get into our favorite comments. So we're gonna tell you guys some of our favorite comment. It's either gonna be a favorite comment that somebody commented on the video, could be least favorite, something that stood out to us.
So these are all comments on videos or like short form clips, any video we've put out, and we've had a couple go pretty viral. So there's a lot of comments.
Yeah, some of the comments get a little rowdy. So I don't know what these boys are gonna say. I'm interested to see. So what you boys got?
Do we have to name like the video or just like?
No, I mean if it's
important,
yeah,
The
a little
context
context.
is a need.
So my comment, it was on a video. We had a guest, and this guest ended up playing some little junior college football, right?
Oh God.
And he graduated. He graduated from junior college. I think what is that, associate's degree, or no? He ended up getting his bachelor's degree somehow, or whatever it is.
Whatever, he got his bachelor's.
He was in college, right? College student.
Is that the only thing that's important here?
No. He was a college student.
Yeah. Fuck.
That played football.
Yes.
And he ended up leaving football, right? And kind of just is just doing him now, or doing what he loves to do. I don't think it's involving football.
Yeah.
He's entering the workforce pretty much, because that's what people do after they leave college.
Right.
This comment said, and I quote, "Enjoy managing an enterprise rental car place the rest of your life."
God dang.
And
They're doing him like that?
and this really,
That's definitely not even what he's doing. That
No.
comment's fucked up.
no, this made me laugh so hard, because when I was going through my work phase, like trying to get a better job, and I worked in retail, like somewhat management, like key holder management, and once I got some experience under my belt, you're on Indeed looking for jobs and shit, and I always knew a lot of people that worked at Enterprise, like normal people like me. I have more experience. And I'm like, I need to work at Enterprise. Like, they seem to pay well, this and that. And on their website, they will not hire you for anything but to wash the cars in the parking lot. If you want to be any sort of like inside position, you have to have a bachelor's degree.
What?
You have to. Enterprise freaking car rental. You have to have.
What are they paying inside?
Like, this was like years ago, probably like $13 an hour tops.
Enterprise is tripping.
This was years ago, right?
Enterprise is
So look,
smoking.
so I used to have the biggest like hatred because I would apply so many times and just think because usually it's bachelor's degree or like equivalent experience.
Yeah.
I
like,
had
nah.
the experience part. They literally will be like, no degree. Like, that's why you like non-degree.
So you're like, this dude went
And it's
D1.
so true because if you go to your local Enterprise and ask them how many played like a college sport or like how many were like super popular in high school or like
That's why I go from Hertz. Because I walk into Enterprise and whenever I get helped at the desk, it is always some 6'4" Adonis black guy that makes me the most insecure I've ever been in my life.
We're done on Enterprise. Thanks for the shit, AJ.
Quick shout out to the boys. I just show up and do the podcast. My input is very minimal. These guys actually like grind and like make clips and post them on social media. It's very impressive.
Thank you, Walker.
They posted a recent
just
clip
us.
of me saying something about prison, and it got a comment, and it was this dude telling me, basically that I was a simp, and honestly, he fucking nailed me. But so I replied back to him, and I was like, yeah, dude, you got me. That was pretty funny. And he was like, have you ever been incarcerated? So I said back, does your bedroom count? And he said back to me, you remind me of a nice kid who was set up and flown out from the yard for being beat close to death with a lock sock.
God dang.
His Avi was a Pepe with Trump hair. I don't think this person's ever been to prison. And I don't think they've ever watched someone get beat close to death with a lock sock.
Yeah, that guy was not being very nice to you.
Dude, that's like the definition of like, get the fuck out of your mom's basement, you skid, touch grass, you keyboard warrior.
That's the
Yeah.
people. There's like a new guy
With
who
your
works
fake,
at the gas
what do you
station
call
up the
it,
street.
an AV?
No idea.
You ain't even got your real face on there, buddy.
Avatar.
You fuck.
Yeah, you tell him, baby. Austin, what you got for us?
So this comment's just funny as hell to me because my uncle commented it.
Oh, the best.
So Walker told a story a little while back about a friend of his pissing from 15 feet across the room into a urinal. And Walker said it was one of the coolest things he's ever seen in his life.
Changed my young life.
Walker started the story kind of by saying, or like his friend was like, "Hey, bro, check this out." And we're like, "Oh, I don't know if that's ever what you want to hear when you're at the urinal next to someone." So my uncle comments on that video and he says, "So, you reminded me in one of your segments of an experience at the urinal in a bar. This guy told me and my best bud that he wanted to show us something. He said, go in the bathroom. Mind you, this is a big Harley biker guy, and he whipped out his dick. He whipped his dick out, and it had a tattoo on it that said, long. He said, no shit. We were speechless, LMFAO.
Dude, you have to be a different breed to get a long tattoo on your penis.
No shit.
Dude, anything just like pierced, tatted on your wiener is just like gnarly as fuck.
Do y'all
Yeah,
like
that's
Vice
wild.
documentaries?
I have no idea.
One of my favorite Vice documentaries, it's about these like gay dudes in like Portugal, and it's all these like old like 50-plus-year-olds who have gotten basically plastic surgery on their dicks. They've gotten like these penis enlargement surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's all like super cheap shit. So they're basically just pumping their dicks like full of saline. So these guys have like 11-inch penises that just stay hard all the time and they don't work. Like they just like, you know, they just sit there, they just don't work. But they just like walk around the beach.
Sounds
you know,
like
nude
Walker's
beaches.
Paradise.
Yeah, dude.
Just
I call that a Good Friday night. That's
Yeah,
what I
buddy.
call that, baby.
Let's
At the beach.
Let's
Fuck
hop
yeah.
into some Q&A, baby. This is the final segment, Q&A. Let's get it.
Let's go.
What do we got? All right. So these are some questions that have been given to us by some of our viewers. So we're going to make this kind of quick, boys. Don't go too crazy, okay? So these are some core memory type of questions, I guess I would say. How are you guys taught to tie your shoes? Does that do anything for you?
The normal way.
I was not taught. I figured it out, and I did the bunny ears until I learned how to be a man.
Okay. Caillou, the children's TV show, taught me how to do it, and I did it bunny ears.
My mom.
And I still do it bunny ears to this day.
I don't even know what bunny ears is, but
Child
my mom
mentality.
just.
That's a weak mentality. You're gonna be hunted down from society when I take over.
I will live and die by the side of Caillou. I don't give a shit.
Hey, I have a lot of connection with Caillou. That was one of the choicest terms used to bully me. That one would really hurt my feelings.
I don't do bunny ears, by the way. I just remember what bunny ears are, and if you do bunny ears, you're a fucking idiot.
Okay, thank you. So, have you ever eaten at the Kmart food court? The answer for me is no.
Yes.
I didn't even know they had
No.
a food court. That's pretty wild.
Kmart was kind of far away from my house.
Well, there was a Kmart next to like the batting cages, and it was so sick.
Was it good food?
I think it was just like fast food.
Have
Like,
you guys
like a
ever been
McDonald's.
in a lunchroom food fight?
No.
Yes.
I was an athlete. I couldn't get in trouble.
Yes.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
I never really have. I mean, me and my friends probably threw some shit at each other at the table. Nothing crazy. Nothing cool.
It wasn't like the movies.
What would your first interaction with a cop? Make it brief. You don't have to say it if you don't want.
I'm pretty sure it was one of my buddies ended up getting an MIP. Minor.
That means getting caught.
minor in
Oh,
possession.
never actually.
Minor in possession.
I'm thinking. of
Y'all call it
something
something
else.
Pissing your
different
pants in
here.
public.
In Michigan, they call it MIP, minor in possession. But we got pulled over.
Got
and
busted.
The cop actually let him drive home
Jesus.
somehow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anything good, Walker?
The first real interaction, I got put in handcuffs. Some cop came into my typing class when I was in middle school, and he put me in handcuffs, and then he put this black kid in handcuffs. And that's all I really remember.
That's very weird.
Yeah, he just like put me in handcuffs for like 45 seconds, took him off, and then put this black kid in handcuffs. And then I think just left.
Yeah, that's really strange.
It was a typing class.
my first interaction was me and the neighborhood kids were messing with the street signs. The lady called the cops on us. We walked up. The cop came up, and I was like, "Oh no, it was crooked. I was just straightening it out." And he was like, "Stop touching the street signs, bro."
I just stopped.
What'd you guys do? Like, what happened at your first sleepover? What'd you do at your first sleepover? You can go.
I had a seizure, and
Jesus.
It started me down a long path of epilepsy recovery. But yeah, I had a seizure, and like the mom of this guy, my friend, she freaked out. Called the ambulance, called my mom. It was my first seizure ever, and I wasn't allowed to have another sleepover for like 6 years.
It's not a bitch.
That
it wasn't
sucks,
even your
dude.
fault, for real.
I went home crying because I was scared to be not at home. My second sleepover, I pissed in my friend's bed. AJ, what about you?
I can only assume we just freaking. It was probably at one of my rich friends' houses, and we probably just drank Mountain Dews and had pizza all night.
That sounds like
Canned Mountain Dew.
Sounds pretty sick.
Canned Mountain Dew. Very
As many
important.
as we wanted out the fridge in the garage.
Oh, that's
the
heavy.
fridge in the garage is different.
That was a rich friend thing.
The full size fridge in the garage is different when you just come off playing street ball in the driveway, crack open a fresh dew, and there's 30 like dew cans lined up of half drink dews, and then the mom gets mad like, "All right, guys, let's make sure we finish our drinks." It's like,
So AJ, I'm sure like in your younger adult years, you lived in probably like a house that might have resembled a frat house. Yes or no? Like with the boys, ever anything like that?
no, there's always parents involved.
Oh, never mind then.
I've
All right.
never lived.
The
on
question
my own,
was, what's the
dude.
grossest thing that was in your frat house? Like, what do you think the grossest thing? Because Walker and I kind of lived in a frat house in college for a couple years. So like,
kind of lived in a frat house?
all right, we
They
pretty much
lived in a
straight.
frat
Yeah, we
house.
straight
They
up lived
brought
in a
me
frat.
in as the black sheep. I was never in a frat. I'm
Yeah.
too cool.
They
for 'em.
lived in a frat house with no frat affiliation.
Anyway, what's the grossest thing that was
I did
in there?
hit on the sorority girls. So one of the sorority girls, the aforementioned sorority girls, she was drunk and walking down our hallway, and just like let loose a torrent of vomit all over the hallway, to the point where it was just like, covered. Like you couldn't get to the bathroom. Like it was like nobody was moving past this
roadblock?
So I went out back and I got a flathead shovel. And I scooped all the vomit into like one corner, and then like brought a bucket in and like scooped it into the bucket. And it was one of the grossest things I've ever done.
That is terrible.
And did you do it while
She
you were
was just-
blacked out drunk?
No, I was
Oh.
I'd like gotten home from work. Like I was relatively sober. She was blackout and like
Hammered.
sitting next to me like, "I'm so sorry. I fucked up," while I'm
You're
just
like,
like
"No shit."
shoveling in my living room like fucking vomit, dude. It was so bad.
That is
God.
disgusting. I can't remember that. I mean, that was in my house too, so I'll take that as the most disgusting shit I've ever heard.
Bringing the goats in at the party and them shitting all over the place.
That was
pretty
easy though.
gross.
That was pellets. That's sweep up, not
no,
fucking
dude, for
shovel.
the story is gross.
Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah.
Fat turd.
One time, me and Austin had like a full-on wrestling match for like 2 hours because he dragged in like a 10-foot tree into our living room because we had a fire going, and just put like one end into like the fireplace. And like we had so much smoke
Sounds
damage
right.
outside of the fireplace the next day. There was like this.
We didn't have any logs left. We
we
had
had
to do.
this
He
whole
will do
fight.
anything to keep the fire started.
Bro, we had this
going
whole
at
fight.
least.
We were using our roommate's fan to get the fire going, and Austin kept going to the fan and trying to throw it in the fire. And I go out and grab the fan out. I'm like, "Austin, what the fuck is wrong with you?" And we like full on fight. I go to the bathroom, come back, fan's gone.
You said where the fan
Austin
goes.
is still never copped to where that fan went.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's so crazy, dude.
It
It's so
disappeared.
crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a Q&A segment. So we need you guys to send us Q&A questions. Next week's theme What is it?
If you thought this one was therapy-based, wait until our life goals and failure so far segment, our theme next week, for next week's pod.
Life goals and failures so far. That's next week's theme for next week's pod. You guys need to be looking forward to that. Send us some questions. We need questions. We want to do Q&A with our supporters, our people that watch the videos, whatever. So, send it in. We're counting on you guys.
If you want to see Walker's feet pics, just ask.
Right.
Like, he might say yes.
We're
one
trying
of
to
these
talk him
times.
into it.
I will send you shirtless pics if you're a dude and you'll tell me I look nice. So
Dude, that's a
that-
step in the
something
right
to
direction.
consider.
That I believe. Boys,
You can ask this guy, what he eats for breakfast.
literally, ask me any question you want, and I promise I'll give you a straight answer. If you don't want to know, don't ask.
Ask him his body count.
Don't ask, and I won't tell.
It's in the hundreds.
Of thousands. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen and gentlemen, we good to go? What's up? I think we hit it all, baby.
I'm signing off. This is our temporary / new location. We're good.
It's pretty.
You'll
pretty
see it-
set in
you'll
stone.
see it
There's gonna
I'm
be
just
slight
saying,
changes.
you'll see it
slight
change.
tweaks.
You'll see it change.
Slight tweaks, but that's it. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Always Laugh podcast. My name's Austin Lane.
My name's AJ.
I'm Walker. You guys are great.
We out.
Love you, everyone.
See ya.